Now, let me ask you a question. Can you imagine innocently going to a play and finding out that the play is about you?
Well, I think I'd love it, but I can't imagine it happening. But that is exactly what we arranged for Kathy, the woman in our next proposal.
Now, in this fake play that we've set up, the subject matter and the dialogue are taken right from Kathy's relationship with Jack.
And wait until you see where the props are taken from.
I'm very excited about proposing to her. I'll admit a little bit nervous at this evening, and I think that's probably natural.
Third seat over there with the T on it.
Right.
Short Kathy.
Okay.
All right.
That's my mark right
That's
there.
your mark there.
Okay.
So
I've only been in one play in my life, and as a matter of fact, I can still remember my line. I believe it was, "Look, here's a doorknob," and that was Huck Finn in the 8th grade.
Okay. Ask her to come up. She'll come up here.
Our story really began earlier this morning when Jack went prop shopping at Kathy's apartment.
After we had said our goodbyes, I immediately went to work.
First, he took Kathy's water bottle, then her couch. Let's not forget any of the cushions. We almost lost him trying to carry this heavy chair. Then the lamp, and he even took the teddy bear.
While Kathy's apartment may have started out looking like this, it looked like this when Jack was finished.
Took us about 2 hours to get everything together. We opened the place up, snuck everything out, loaded into a truck, and made a mad dash for L.A. so that we could be here on time for this evening.
Kathy and her mom, who's in on all this, have just arrived at a small experimental theater in Hollywood. Now, Kathy has no idea she's about to attend the story of her life.
I love Kathy because there was something about the way she smiled, something different than anyone else that I'd ever dated, something about the way she responded to my questions and the way that I responded to her.
All the props are covered except for a few which Kathy is about to notice.
The ironwood fish, I have that fish. You do? I feel like I'm in my apartment, I got that.
Kathy may have spotted that fish, but she hasn't spotted our camera hidden in this empty TV.
Kathy thinks Jack is out of town giving a speech, but he's really hiding backstage with our camera crew.
Hello. Welcome to The Night We Kissed, a series of vignettes about the evolution of a relationship. There'll be refreshments at intermission. Have a good time. Thank you.
Everyone on stage and in the theater audience knows what's about to happen.
Well, the day Kathy and I had met, we were in a swimming pool at an apartment complex.
It was a typical California day, and through the smog, I was trying to get a tan. A friend introduced us. We exchanged pleasantries and then began to talk in earnest.
We found that we shared many of the same likes and dislikes. We had the same type of sense of humor.
Right away, I knew there was something special about her. Little did I know, everything would change the night we kissed.
His father gave him a book, What Men Know About Women. And you guessed it, all the pages were blank. And then he said, if you can even fill out one page before you die, it'll be a world record.
You see, my father had happened to give me that book many years ago, and he had told me that if I could somehow fill in one page in that blank book before I had passed on, I'd be a very wise man.
But the funny thing is that I feel that he knows me better than anyone in the world. Certainly better than my on-again, off-again boyfriend. And then everything changed the night we kissed.
She's going to wonder immediately what's going on here. And then all of a sudden, within a matter of seconds, she's going to realize, hey, that's my furniture. I remember well the night I kissed Kathy. I remember her flowered couch, her striped ottoman, and my funky red beanbag chair. My heart was pounding the night we kissed. The night we kissed, we were sitting and talking, trying to solve the problems of the world. Romantic music came on the stereo. You stood and asked me to dance. I wasn't sure if you knew how I felt about you. Kathi, would you please join me on the stage? As you can tell, we're not here to see a play tonight. I wanted to make this moment special for you. There's no moment more special than the moments that I spend with you. My greatest wish is to spend the rest of my life with you. Kathi, I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes.
Stars of our play, Jack Burns and Kathi Mangels. You're teary again. I watched your face all during the course of the thing. When did you realize that your life is up on the stage? The words, the furniture, what was it? When did it happen?
About a half hour after it was all over.
You had to have a weird sensation when you see your own furniture on a stage.
Well, I just thought, what is it doing up there? And who are all these people that are sitting in the in the theater?
Now, everybody was in on this thing. How did you rehearse? How'd you go about it?
Well, I would say for an hour prior to actually getting out on the stage, Kathy's dad and I were out back walking around, and I spent an hour proposing to him. Thank God he didn't accept.
You two have proved that all the world is a stage. Thank you so much for being with us, and best wishes.